maybe, the most and best that a person can do is to let. Would we like to do more? Certainly. We'd like to make and generate and pioneer. We'd like to do anything that makes us the source and us the creator. But unfortunately for us, or probably more honestly, fortunately, the role of creator is taken by one who has, out of a love exclusively sourced in his own heart, without any impetus from the outside, done all the creating that can be done. And yet, even there, in his creating, appears this word, let, describing what God is doing. Sort of. The Hebrew word actually doesn't have a let. It has a word that means to be, and it comes in a mood that's called the jussive. And the jussive mood communicates a kind of weak command. So it gives you the power to accomplish something somebody else wants. Why? Why would there be, let there be, this jussive mood in the opening salvo of creation in the Bible? Here's my argument, and I think it stands. The jussive, let there be, is a simple and powerful way to emphasize the extent to which relationship is the driving force of God, and therefore the driving force of the universe. In those words, let there be, the cooperative, generous, submissive connection between God the Father and God the Son and God the Holy Spirit is shown, a connection that yields light, and a light that shines in the universe. So the jussive, which has always been translated let for as long as the Bible's been translated into English, provides this picture of a person in a room that's dark and formless and empty with a closed door. On the other side of that door, waiting to burst through, light and love and life. But more importantly, eagerly on the other side of the door, God. And in this first moment of creation, the Son has his hand on the knob and he's looking expectantly at his Father, and the Holy Spirit's already kind of sneaking his way through the crack in the door. And the Father meets the eyes of his Son with a knowing smile, and he sees that his Spirit goes before him, and he says, let's go. You know, time spent in darkness, it actually disappears. People who are subjected to isolation have commented on the way that their sense of time just evaporates. And it makes sense. There's nothing there for them to hold on to. There's nothing to prove what time it is. So even if they think they know, there's nothing that they can use to push back or push down their doubts. People literally lose their minds in darkness because they don't have anything to hold on to. So can you imagine the thrill of being in the eternally darkest room of all, in which there has never been a sense of time or space or any other cue to gravitate toward? Book of Genesis dark, one author calls it. At the moment when the door begins to crack open, I think you can. In fact, I'm sure you can, because it is the secret dream of every human. We're conditioned not to let ourselves admit it, but we do need it. Despite the broken part of our brains that desperately has this unsatisfiable need to make our own hole, find our own key, make our own way, deep down, we know that what we need is rescue, not escape. So I can imagine that feeling as the door opens in the first moment that the seal is broken, well before anything or anyone could come through, when the eye that has only ever known darkness, for the first time in its captivated bewilderment, sees that which comes through first, the light. You can't beat the light into a dark room. It's the first thing through every door. So know this. When you open the door, the most that you can do to the light is to let. And that's all you're going to do. So yeah, maybe the most and best that a human can do is let. And maybe that's pretty phenomenal.